We are in Damascus, Virginia, and we are at the subway, and I've caught a hiker that just walked into town, and we're going to try to get some information. We'll let that motorcycle get out of our way. Give us your trail name.
My trail name is Woodchuck.
Woodchuck. Where are you from, Woodchuck?
I'm originally from Massachusetts.
Massachusetts. And you walked into Damascus, and you had a place you needed to stay. Where are you staying?
Staying at the Woodchuck Hostel today.
Oh, you told me your name's Woodchuck. I thought your name was Woodchuck.
Yeah. So I had to come in and meet the original.
Oh, okay. So Woodchuck's staying at Woodchuck.
Absolutely.
That works. Now, Woodchuck, you told me this is your first zero.
Yeah, 470 miles in. Today's the first day I'm taking off.
Wow. Why in the world are you just now taking your first day off?
Well, I thought I could still keep pushing on, but generally, you know, it's a better idea to actually take a little time to rest, let my body recover. And then tomorrow I'm going to be pushing on, and I'd rather take 1-0 on purpose than accidentally ending up taking a whole week off because I stupidly hurt myself.
You've been out here 1 month.
1 month.
And you are at mile
470.
470.
Mile 470.
How quick are you trying to hike the trail?
So my brother hiked in 2013, and he hiked it in 4 months and 28 days.
I see where this is going.
So I'm hiking it in 4 months, 27 or fewer.
I see where this is going.
So got to average 14.7 miles every day, including zeros. So I reckon I'll have some higher mileage days so that I can have my more relaxing zeros every now and then.
What was your brother's trail name?
He went by Pack Rat.
Pack Rat, okay.
Yeah, so he and I are both small, furry woodland creatures. He a rat, I a woodchuck.
Would he come back out and hike with you any, or did you hike with him any?
I joined him for Katahdin, but other than that, I was in college in Pennsylvania, and I didn't have the time to spare, unfortunately. He might join me, depending on his work schedule, but my dad joined my brother for section right after the Smokies, and he wants to join me for the Shenandoah area, and then also will probably join me again up in New Hampshire.
Now, you've already hiked up Katahdin.
Yes, so I've hiked Katahdin, I think, on 2 separate occasions. Once when I was a camper at my summer camp, Camp Tecumseh, based in New Hampshire. Did that when I was about 15 years old, and then again when my brother hiked it. So I've done the 100-mile wilderness as well. My brother, my dad, and I took a 6-day trip to do that. And up until doing this trail, 6 days was the longest I'd ever been out hiking. So now, 1 month in, it's a little bit longer than my previous experience.
But you've done the harder part. I mean, because you've done Katahdin. Give me your reference to what you've done so far compared to how hard that was.
So, I would say people talk a lot about how the whites are the hardest section of the trail. And that's really my bread and butter. That's what I grew up hiking. That's when I think what hiking is, I think the White Mountains. And I really look forward to those. The stuff that we've done so far, it's been gorgeous. It's been a lot of miles, but it hasn't been the most taxing terrain. I've done Mount Washington 5 or 6 times at this point.
Wow.
And even when I get up north, I know it's still going to be a challenge. That's 6,280 feet of up.
Yeah, yeah.
So it should be fun to do that again.
So, you know, we don't want to use the word easy, but it's been doable for you like you thought it would be. Has anything surprised you?
It's been different from what I expected, but it hasn't been harder than I expected.
Okay.
The mix of people on the trail, I thought it was going to be a bunch of kids 18 to 25, and a lot more folks are doing it who are retired, a lot more folks, you know, 50s, 40s, and you know, there are definitely folks my age, definitely a few folks younger. The friend I'm hiking with, he's only 19, but it's been different in that regard. The ease about hitching into and out of town to resupply, it's neither better nor worse than what I was expecting, but it's different. And through all the people who I've known who have hiked the trail, I thought I would have a good idea of what I was going to be doing. But, you know, every day still brings its own surprises.
Okay. Now, you've passed a lot of people.
I have.
Okay. When you pass them, do you talk very much to the ones you're passing?
So for the most part, during the day, when I pass people, it's mostly just, hey, how you doing? How's the hike? Have a good one. You too. Thanks so much. And we move on. But at the end of the day, when we get to the shelter, when we get to the campsite, That's more, you know, you sit down, you say, hey, did you see the thing? And that's when we really start to bond. But when I'm walking, that's all I'm doing.
Okay. But even when you stop at night, since you're going to hike on past them, what do they think about you? I know you're smiling. You know what I'm going to ask probably. What do people think about when you tell them when you started, and they may have started 20 days or 15 days in front of you?
Yeah, so people, the gap is getting a little bit more. Right when I was starting up, you know, I tell somebody I started on 21st, and they said, oh, I started on the 18th. That's after I've been going for a week. These days, there's a lot of people around me who started on the 5th, on the 9th, on the 8th.
February. There's some people that started in February.
People who started in February.
Sure, I know.
And so, I think I came in just with a lot of hiking experience. I have met some people who had never backpacked before they walked up Springer Mountain.
I've met them.
Which blows me away.
Me and you both.
I walked into Ann Micolola, and Bob the ranger was there, and he said to me, you know, we weighed my pack, we signed in, I got my little marker, and he said, do you have any hiking experience? Yeah, I have a lot of hiking experience. Do people do this with no hiking experience? Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, I've passed a lot of those folks. It doesn't surprise me that I passed them, but I have nothing but respect for them who said, that sounds fun. I'm gonna do it. And here they are, almost 500 miles in. I met a guy last night. He has like a 50-pound pack. He just got, oh, I need a sleeping bag, I'll get that one. Oh, I'm supposed to have boots, I'll get those ones. Without really thinking about any gear, without thinking about logistics. He wanted to do it, so he's doing it.
And I'm like you, except the difference in me, when I see them at Springer like that, I say, how stupid can they be? When they make it up here, I say, how stupid could I be?
Yes.
For saying that.
Yeah.
Because they've made it, and you're right. You put it a very good way. I'm glad you said that. Something I want to talk about just a minute. Most everybody is eating Mojo's here, and I think you ate at Mojo's already.
Mojo's yesterday.
Really good. But right here, tell them what you just did. What kind of price and what you did here. And somebody may not realize what kind of deal they can get.
So I did first off, I got the $5 meatball sub, foot long. It's about 960 calories. And then I got a little coupon for that for a $6 foot long sub. So I got the chicken bacon ranch foot long sub, which was another 1,200 calories, plus 2 sodas with each of those. So that's, call it 2,400 calories for $11. And on the trail, it's a trifecta of cheap, calories, and lightweight. Today's a 0 day, didn't need to worry about the lightweight. I got cheap and I got calories. I'm a happy camper.
Man, you're a great interview. I mean, I'm going to have a lot of comments on your interview, I can tell already.
All right,
you've got a great attitude, and you've got a great experience and good knowledge that you're giving to people that's going to thru hike next year. If you had one piece of advice to give somebody that's thinking about it today as they're watching this down the road that they're going to try to hike the Appalachian Trail, give me the one piece of advice you would give.
There are going to be days that are bad. There are going to be days that suck. And one thing my buddy and I have kind of adopted is the idea of type 2 fun, where in the moment you're wet, you're sore, you're hurting. It's not fun. But give it 48 hours, give it a week, give it a month. You'll get a few good stories out of that day. Type 2 fun is when it sucks in the moment, but you're happy it happened. And the trail has a lot of type 2 fun.
You're right.
So appreciate it.
That's cool. That's very cool. Anybody you want to give a shout out to or hello to or challenge to?
I would like to say hello to my brother Pack Rat, if he sees this. I want to say hello to some of my earlier trail friends who I haven't seen. Barefoot. I met Webster yesterday. He's right there. So
yeah, we're going to talk to Webster again here in a minute.
Let's see, who else? You know, family, mom, dad. Dad, hopefully he'll come out and join me for a bit. No, I think that should do it. Miyagi, of course, my hiking buddy. So. Well,
thank you for stopping and taking a few minutes to spend with me. Get on YouTube, and God bless every step between here and Katahdin. Send me a picture when you climb up on that sign again.
Absolutely, I will. Thanks so much.